Buongiorno, welcome back to the Italian campaign. We got quite a few battles to play today. Let's see, the conquest here, 72%. We sank the entire Venezuelan Navy last time. The British Navy, though, still kicking around. What do they have left? Quite a bit. We sank a lot of DDs last time, so yeah, they got 10 DDs left. But their battleship force is fairly intact. And looks like we're gonna run into some here. Okay, they're all amassing their ships in this position. Let's see, naval invasion. Eastern England, 51,000 tons. Let's go. So that's gotta be Yarmouth, right? Let's send the battle cruisers to take care of that. And then these, you know, the good old main battleship line, pretty much intact after the previous battle, except for a couple of DDs having taken some hits. They get to fight all of this. That will be quite the battle. Let's see, what are we going to start with? Convoy. The Danish are here to help, quotation mark, Georgia class battlecruiser. Yeah, maybe not terrible. We got one of our own DDs, which has been refit. A couple of Pontier class DD. That's one of my designs, but it's kind of old. This one is not so old. So we got two good DDs, one slightly older DD, and that thing, and a battlecruiser of questionable quality. Let's see how that goes. They're light cruisers. I know they don't have a lot of armor, so I can probably kill it with my DD guns. The heavy cruiser, I think that had like a 9-inch main belt, but it looks like the American-built battlecruiser is not completely outdated. No, this looks decent. 14-inch Mark III. It has some armor. Okay. Boyd. Yeah, you're probably not going to be of much use. Solferino. You can join up with the other two DDs. 17-kilometer torpedoes. That's not terrible. That's okay. We can make use of that. Let's see, Georgia. Let's see, what kind of standard AP, soft capped HE. So decent HE penetration and okay AP penetration. Turbine engines. Do you have radar? No. Stereoscopic 5, no radar. 30-kilometer range. Let's have you trained on the heavy cruiser. Let's make sure the DDs do not torpedo the battle cruiser. We got 7-inch secondary guns. You might want to target the light cruiser when it gets into range. And 5-inch guns, open up. In fact, battle cruiser, slap that light cruiser, if you please. Did you have torpedoes? You do. And those torpedoes are probably in the water now. And Georgia scores some pretty big hits. Although that light cruiser is still very much alive. Let's see, what's this? That should be the heavy cruiser. Torpedoes. Are we gonna hit anything with those torps? Questionable. We might. Did you have torpedoes? Yeah, short range ones. Okay, you're gonna slow down to cruising speed. Don't think your accuracy is the best. Oh, the cruiser avoided all of the torpedoes. Impressive. Let's just try and have the Georgia sail in a straight line at cruising speed, which is only 21.7 knots. To give her the best chance of actually hitting something. Hmm, 2.9 main deck. Let's send in the Boyd, which ended up here. Very short range torpedoes. But it might end up killing something with its guns. So, why not? These DDs are pretty much intact. Are you not firing? Are you out of range? You are out of range. Guess we gotta speed up and catch up to them. Those transports are very slow, so let's see, turn the torpedoes off so I don't have them on cooldown when I need them. The transports are now retreating away from the Boyd, which is now the closest enemy. This is taking them straight towards my better DDs. Okay, Boyd, smoke up. It's probably not gonna live long. It is a little bit slow. Although it would be funny if the Boyd of all ships would be the one to land torpedo hits on that cruiser. There you go, torpedoes out from Boyd, and they're not looking too bad. Sadly they missed. Torpedoing cruisers, kind of difficult sometimes. Most of the time, really. Torpedoes are ready. Let's get a little bit closer. Smoke up for some extra survivability. Might just kill this with guns, or at least make it surrender. The enemy has torpedoes in the water. Yeah, I think we're just killing it with guns. I did not expect my guns to be this effective against a heavy cruiser, but apparently, yeah, the zero superstructure probably didn't help that much. Now let's kill some transports. Now that the escort is gone. Well, the light cruiser is still somewhere. I don't know where it went to. Georgia, you can just get in closer. You got all kinds of guns. That you could put to use. You turn off your torpedoes. I don't want you torpedoing my own DDs. Did the Georgia do anything? Yeah, 30,000. But that is mostly from I guess a couple hits on the transports. Don't think she did too much to the cruiser. And the DDs are opening up, and that's not healthy for the transports, being on the receiving ends of that. There we go. The light cruiser is somewhere. Let's see, do we get a radar ping somewhere? Should be like around here somewhere. Ah. If she wanna run, she can run. She took 5,000 damage from the 14s on the battlecruiser. The rest was 5-inch destroyer guns. Okay, let's go next. We're gonna do the other convoy first, or the ambush, or the two battles. Let's do a battle first. Italia of the Regina Isabella class versus Pallas of the Devastation class. 18.2-inch guns, 41 knot top speed. That's not a bad looking battlecruiser. This could get ugly, or it could be an easy win. Either or. I guess that's not saying much, because that's pretty much the two options. Are we in range of your big 18s? Oh yeah. We are 60-kilometer range. So I'm being outranged by quite a bit. And she is firing, which means she has some kind of accuracy. So it's not one of those ships with defective main guns. I'm just going to keep at full speed. Make myself a slightly more difficult target. We're doing lots of damage though in return with HE. Okay, this is a paper ship. It was a main deck pen with flooding with HE. As long as I can keep from getting hit, and keep landing those very solid HE penetrations like that. Yeah. Sadly not identified, but okay. If I get the option, I would still take some of those as war operations. Just because I love the hull and I can make them good through refits. I'm guessing it had 2 inches of main deck armor at most. Maybe we'll get to identify one at a later date. Oh, 4 DDs. Again, 3 of them are well, 3 of them are Danish, but 2 of the Danish ones are my designs. The Leah is an American-built ship. Two single 10.3-inch guns, one triple 8.7-inch gun, and a single 6.5. That's the main armament. That's a very pre-Dreadnought-esque main armament layout. I guess we can try it and hope that it doesn't have a lot of armor and we can just gun it down. And as always, I'm ready to sacrifice the Danish ships, especially the Leah, which isn't even my design and not very good. You can just head straight for the enemy formation. Aldito, 13-kilometer torpedoes. You're also an older ship. Not that much slower than the other ones, so you may remain in line for now. Augusto Ribotti. We're going to throw some torpedoes in the path of that cruiser. Leah got her torpedoes away. Before sinking. They may even hit something. They didn't. They did in fact not hit anything. Again, we're doing decent damage to the cruiser. Grafton. Let's take a look at this freak of nature. It's kind of covered in smoke and fire, but what guns do you want on your cruiser? Yes. It's got some very modern components on it. It's just assembled in a very strange way. This is quite a formidable DD. Almost 20-kilometer torpedoes. So that's something to watch out for in larger fleet battles. Which of these DDs are mine? You're Danish. Okay. That's good to know. Augusto Ribotti, that is my ship. Let's just keep gunning them down. Sinks. Aldito. You are to kill the Moresby. If you can. No, you cannot, because your guns blew up. Custodiaboti, last ship remaining. Can I at least kill the Moresby? It has just enough armor to be a tricky target. Luckily, they have a hard time hitting me. Now that I'm zooming along at 40 knots. Turn my torpedoes off so that I can launch them when I want to. Good AP. I need the HE for the cruiser. There we go, finally some flooding. Torpedoes are going out. May hit the cruiser. Maybe not. If I get lucky, I get lucky. I might get lucky. No, I do not get lucky. Okay, we're down to just a few rounds of HE. So we are not killing that cruiser. But the Moresby is about to surrender. Let's hope with these DDs ending up with surrendering before sinking. And there we go. Augusto di Volti is out of ammo, out of torpedoes. And out of friends. Luckily, the ones that sunk were not my ships. At least until now. If only the Reboti can survive. Haven't taken a lot of flooding, 34.8 knots. So this here is just inaccurate. But that's still faster than a Grafton, going at 22.1 knots. If only we'd be able to connect one of those torpedoes to the cruiser, then it would probably have sunk. Anti-torp 2, yeah. Citadel 3. Don't think this would have been that healthy after taking a 24-inch torpedo. ceased fire. .25 kilometer range. It could potentially hit, but maybe her chance of hitting is just too low. So we're just gonna motor out, and that will be it. There we go. It's a defeat, but oh well. At least they were not technically my ships. But we're not done yet. You can still sink some more British ships. Cruiser on cruiser. Or DD on DD. Euro class. 1942 refit. Versus Shikari. Alright, let's see what the old Euro can do. I don't remember what I did to the guns on the Euro. This might be one of those DDs with defective main guns. I guess we're gonna find out. If I gave it tube powder 3, without, yeah, see, there we go. 0 accuracy past 10,000 meters. And even at 10,000, the accuracy is kind of poop. So this could be a challenge. Also, spotting distance is awful. Guess we'll just have to get in close. Oh, okay. That hurt. Come on, launch, launch, launch. Oh. Oh well. Yeah, I'm not sure how many Euro class DDs I have left in service. If there are many, I probably need to give them a refit to fix the guns. Basically give them any other propellant than triple base. Alright, a battle. Cruiser on cruiser, warrior class heavy cruiser, Polinudo class heavy cruiser. 10 11-inch guns. Okay. So I got the edge in firepower. I think this has a lot of armor though. Let's go. What do you look like, Polinudo? You look like this. It's not a bad look. Might put you on the thumbnail, just in case I don't get anything better. Like so. Generation 1 radar. I think these are kind of old. 170 armor quality, that is Krupp 5. Okay. Wouldn't say outdated though. I mean, a Mark 511 is still a Mark 511. Damage. But we just took the first penetrating hit. Is this gonna be one of those heavy cruisers I can just not fight with my own heavy cruisers? It's almost looking like it. And I lost my speed advantage. Yeah, this is not going well. Let's see, armor, ooh yeah. 11 inches all over, so it can pen me. Well, I got 11 main belt, and the main belt is kind of holding up. It's the fore and aft belts that are not holding up. Also 201% armor quality, so there's that. Torpedo detonation. Seven kilometers. What can I pen here? 11.9. If I get a flat angle, then I could potentially pen. By 4 kilometer, but I'm sinking. Yeah. Let's see how many of those I have in service, and also the Euro class. Euro, I got 4 remaining. Polyneuro class. Daedalus class, last refit 1936. Polyneuro, 3 remaining, all in Brest. Never refit. Did I never make a refit design for the Polyneuro? I did not. Let's fix that. Let's do the Euro first, because they just need their guns to work. It's a pretty simple refit. Alright, let's see what we can do. Modern 2. Already got some weight savings. And with triple base, yeah, max range 15.7, but no chance of hitting anything past 10,000 meters. With 2 powder 3, suddenly we do have a chance of hitting something past 10,000 meters, but the max range has dropped a little bit. We give it better radar. Yeah, that is it for the Euro class. 1 month refit. Simple and easy. Now the Euro class DDs are pretty much just in service now to act as torpedo launching platforms, but it's still nice to have actually effective guns on them. Now let's take a look at the Polyneuro class. Resistance 94.3. If I give it armor, modern armor 2, we're at 97.3. That's a little bit better. Let's see, what else can we do? Generation 3 radar. Which is nice. They already have super heavy shells. Auto reloading too, also possible. Let's see, what's your flash fire chance? 3.5. 2.9. That's a little bit better. We're at a 2 month refit. I can give you gas turbines. Turbo electric. Okay, they're actually cheaper with gas turbines. And it's still just a 2 month refit, and it saves a bunch of weight. Let's go. If I give it anti-torp 5. Now we're back up to what it cost with the turbo electric drive. But we're still a little bit lighter. We have upped the resistance and the torpedo protection. Can I up the 4.5 belt armor? Yes, I can. You know, if the British want to run around with 11-inch 4.5 belts, then 2 can play at that game. Two can play at that game, yes. Oop, that's not possible. But that is possible. Okay, 2 month refit. Much better armor, faster firing guns, with better accuracy from the better radar and a bunch of tech that was applied automatically when I started the refit. But there we go. Yeah, that's the opposite of an all. That's not exactly an all or nothing armor scheme. That's an all and more of everything scheme. But turns out it works. At least in a cruiser on cruiser fight. I figured the Daedalus class was also deserving of refit. And it starts off at a 2 month refit. So we're just gonna do the same thing. Gas turbines to save weight and money. And then we're gonna spend that weight and money on improving things. Are we gonna do the same thing with the 4.5 belts here? Perhaps. That's a very decent gun. Also, to reloading everything pretty good. Shaft 3, is that possible? Yes. Auxiliary 4 is also possible. There's a lot of ship repairs and water pumping and stuff like that. Can you go all the way to auxiliary 5? Yes. Alright, I think we got it. These are so cool looking. Just by the way, these hulls. Very unique. I like that. I think that's much cooler to build a ship on than the more generic looking hulls that pretty much every nation has some kind of variant of. Because I don't think there's any other nation in the game that has a hull like this. Even if it might not be strictly the best. I mean, even with all of that resistance stacked, we're only at 93.6. So, yeah. Even with armor, she's gonna take some damage. But I don't care. Okay, let's apply some refits. Daedalus class, they are all at sea. Polinudo, the 3 remaining ones. Let's go. 2-month refits. Euro class, this should be a 1-month refit. Yep. So they're gonna be ready again next month. Of course, the big question mark here is what kind of battle will this be? Will I get the engagement I'm looking for? Which will be quite the fight, even for these proven and very powerful battleships. Let's see, what kind of cruiser escorts do they have? San Giovanni. They got a mix of Farnese and San Giovanni class heavy cruisers. That's okay. And the Farnese might also deserve a refit in the future. Maybe the San Giovannis too, but they are currently all at sea anyway, so no point in doing that now. What's going on in Africa? Britain is taking over a lot of French territory, which is fine. Means France is closer to dissolving. What kind of army logistics do these have? Britain 15, France 4. Okay. Let's also expand the shipbuilding capacity and up the transport construction. I should be taking is it Kashmir or Pakistan I'm invading? Who knows? Yeah, that's it for this episode. Some sad losses of some ships, but not really catastrophic. Lost 1 cruiser and a DD and some Danish allied ships. I think we can survive that, considering all we sank and all we will potentially sink next time. Goodbye and take care.